Hello, I'm ABX Toycat, and welcome back to another live stream on the internet. Today, we are going to be in the Nether, working on a little bit of a side project as part of another weird side project. You know, everything in this world is a weird side project, but isn't that Minecraft? Today is going to be a much shorter stream than usual, because I just wanted to chill, hang out, play some Minecraft at 1 AM. Is this a normal thing to do? I'd argue yes. I'd argue 1 AM is the time where some of the best Minecraft is played. Probably some of the worst Minecraft in terms of quality, but also some of the best Minecraft. So, hello, I'm ABX Toycat. Today I have myself a shulker box full of sand, and I'm going to be finishing my project, which I started yesterday using lava buckets, because I thought like, oh, I've got maybe 1,000 blocks of lava I need to remove. I'll do it by hand. I think it was actually, it's probably more than 1,000, in retrospect, but like, 2,000 lava buckets shouldn't take too long to do. One, that many buckets was a lot, again, like, we have a lot of those stored up in shulker boxes, but a lot of those we were just wasting anyway, and I figured like, once we just start wasting it regardless, we did something fun. We tried something a little bit wacky, but like let's do it the real way. Inefficiencies are fun. It's fun to do things in different ways, but you know what else is fun? Getting the things you need to get done. So right here, as you can see, I've got myself a little area that, as you can see, is going to be a circle carved out of lava. I want to remove all of the lava in the circle, and the way I do that is fairly simple. I'm just going to use sand from now on, because if we use sand, we can get rid of 2 lava bits at once. We can get rid of the lava on the surface, like right over here, and then it will fall, and we'll get rid of the lava at the bottom as well. So sand there, and boom, it goes to the bottom. Sand, actually let's be careful here. Sand here, and then it goes to the bottom. Then sand, so on and so forth. And we do this until all of the sand, all of the lava is gone, and then we remove the sand afterwards. Although this again, this is a lot deeper than I guess I really ever realized. But yeah, today we placed a lot of sand. It's going to be a lot of fun. But hello, I'm ABX Toycat. Hope everyone's having a wonderful morning today. Morning. I mean, it's 1 AM, which technically means morning. Although it's never really sat right with me that like 1 AM is morning. Like, is it really? And the answer is yes. But also I don't like that it's yes. And it's 2019. I can dislike things and say that it's not reality. And who are you to disagree with me? You terrible people. Also, orange square. No LG2A Twiggy. No orange square. Also, Toycat tax. Remember when you were rickrolled? Haha. Also, thank you very much, Andrew Burlitz, for the $5 super chat. Hello, Andrew. Have my Toycat tax. It's good to see some Toycat tax in the morning too. Again, if I had to guess, again, I have no knowledge about how streaming works, or again, I don't really pay attention to these sorts of numbers. I guess that there are fewer people doing doing Toycat taxes at this time of day, because like people, the morning is more of a productive time, like maybe the earning money or the doing things time, whereas the evening is the spending the fruits of that time. Man, I have got to stop setting myself on fire, or at least having fire protection so it doesn't kill me when we do so. So yeah, what we just do is we run through here with a bunch of sand. I was gonna try and be smart and do it twice at a time, but maybe it's maybe it's less deadly to my soul to just kind of go around doing it this way. Also, hey Toycat, caught your stream yesterday, and I found the stronghold of my world, so wish me luck against the Dragon Queen. Good luck, Heisenberg. Also, hey, good to see you, Jessica Clark. It's been a while. But yeah, what is his favorite game? Would you be surprised if I said Minecraft? No, a lot of people think that like, oh yeah, you must like another game more than Minecraft. This has to be a weird job for you. And it's like, you know what? If I hated Minecraft, it'd be so easy to switch. I mean, like, maybe not like in the same way, but like, to spend the amount of time I do playing Minecraft if I didn't like it would be like an act of self-harm, right? Like, you'd have to call the crisis line at that point, right? I would say so. Also, thank you very much first of all, I love the way these are all the exact same, suspiciously, by the way. These are all the exact same, amount, just in different currencies. But we got, Christopher Bradford says, so much me going to sleep, you're a terrible influence, I have things to do in the morning. You know what, if those things were more important, you'd be doing those right now. But that tells me that you value those things either right now or in the long run as less valuable than this. I mean, the truth is, like, trying to work out what you value two given things as is so hard to do in the moment, which is why we'd, like, end up, like, zombified almost, like, doing things we hate. Because it's just like, well, I mean, it's just what I'm doing, right? Also, it's 5 PM in Seattle, says Broadway B. Welcome from Seattle. Again, I think it's always crazy the reach. Like, again, most of the time I can just accept the internet is global. People can watch anything from all over the world. But then when you actually see it, when you hear it, and when you know there's someone who is in a place that I've never even been, or You know, it's so far away that it takes like with modern technology, still hours. You know, it was discovered only like 400 years ago. There's a dude living there who's just like, oh yeah, I enjoy the dude who places the things in Minecraft, kind of funny. So yeah, I'm glad you enjoy that. So just again, the brief explanation what we're doing right here is we're carving out an entire circle of lava, and we're doing it using sand because buckets, apparently, as it turns out, a little bit of a drag. Here's it. So yeah, I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. One of the things that's been on my mind, you know, because you know, this, you know, the thing I want to bring this back round to. So I know this is dumb, but it's a thought I can't. I just want to tell the internet. But isn't it wacky that you can't make a cow, internet? Like, isn't that weird? Isn't it interesting that like, if you want M&Ms, you go to the M&M factory, but you can make an M&Ms yourself if you wanted to, right? If you want, you know, like, I don't know, a table, you can buy the table. It's the most efficient way for most people to do it. But that's the way you do that. If you want a cow, or you want like a guava, you can't. There's no like, oh yeah, I'll make my own guava. You need someone who already has a guava, right? Like without like, because it's like life. It doesn't work without replication. Which means if you want a cow, you need an existing cow. If you want a guava, you need an existing guava. And I don't know why I find that so mind blowing, but it's just like, man, isn't that sad that like of all the things you like, knowing you could theoretically do anything, but no matter how hard you try, you'll never make a cow. At least to me, that's depressing. Maybe just to me. I'm sure you've talked about making cows before. If that's the case, then you know what, I have concerns about my topic, you know, regularity that I bring up. By the way, when I finish this column right here, what should happen is all of this lava should go way down. I am correct about that. And now we can use these 7 buckets just to be kind of fast about this. And you'll see how because it's separated from the rest, the lava is much, oh god, much easier to actually move around. I could be wrong about that, but now it's gone down an entire extra layer, and now we can deal with this a lot easier. I'm here to send you a different amount and break the chain, says Fantasy Staples Uwu. You know what? There's always what, oh wait, no, sorry. My daughter lost a tooth. I was gonna give her this under a pillow, but I caught your stream instead. Hey, you know what? Guess who's stealing money from the Tooth Fairy? Your boy. This is like on that category of like things that people say humorously, but like a part of me is like, oh no, what if it's real? Some streamers love the idea that like, you know, any money that people want to give to me, that's like money that should be mine. But a part of me is like, oh no, I really hope it's not real. Also, I am here to break the chain, says Fancy Staples. You know what? It's people like you that ruin things. Also, I'm here to send you a different amount. Sorry. Do you use Toy Cat tax as a money laundering scheme? Actually, it's quite the opposite. I pay tax on these, which like, honestly, like, there's a lot of people don't like that idea because it's like, in real life, most of the time that you tip someone or decide to give money to someone, they don't pay tax on it, right? Like, it's meant to be income tax and income, but because this is a form of income, technically speaking, you can't legally really differentiate that it's not. And then fun fact, you know what, that's a thing we do over here too. Also went skiing earlier, was wondering if you've been skiing. Oh wait, so first of all, love you. Thank you very much for the high quality comment there. Kieran the cow. Also, Manboy went skiing earlier and was wondering if you've ever been skiing or snowboarding before. Oh, I love skiing. I've never been snowboarding. Like, it's the sort of thing I would love to get into and just haven't. So the simple answer is I have never been snowboarding before, but I clearly should go. Like, to me, snowboarding always seemed like the cooler one, but skiing was just like, oh yeah, it's supposedly easier and it's apparently more safe. And you know what? I feel like the snow sports are like not inherently dangerous, but inherently dangerous feeling. And I was just like, you know what? I'll go with the safe feeling one. That seems like a solid idea, if nothing else. So if we're giving you money from our pocket, isn't already taxed before we receive it? That's the crazy thing, right? Like, if most people, again, if you earn money, you'll pay tax on it, right? And then to give that money to me, you pay another layer of tax on it, or you pay tax to my government, or rather, I pay tax on it before I get it. You don't pay any tax. But like, isn't that fascinating? That to pay your tax, you know, you pay your tax, and then you pay the TriCat tax, your favorite voluntary tax, and then that tax is taxed, and then you know what? It's taxes all the way down. That's all I'm saying. It's taxes all the way down. Also, come to New York, I'll give you some tax-free dinners. I've been to New York, but never, like, the last time I went, I was, like, vehemently out of love with the city. I need to try going again though. Like I feel like I might like it. It's the sort of city I should love. It was weird to me that I didn't like it, so I'll try it again. I see you finally came and use sand. Take my money, you weak excuse for man. You know, this is sad. I get cyberbullied in exchange for money now. Very sad. Also, Crazy Cooper 102 says, "Soy Cat, how's your day been? And what's your favorite food, by the way, randomly?" If I had to randomly say what my favorite food was, I don't know. Like, it's so hard because it really depends on the mood. I feel like I love cake the most, but cake makes me feel so awful after I eat it that I have to like limit how often I do so. You know, obviously like I can't eat cake every day anyway, or like my body. You know, like that's just not a move anyone can do. But like especially I can't. Even though I would love to. Is cake my favorite food though? If I can't eat it all the time. Whereas pizza's kind of the same. Like every single food that I love because I can't eat very frequently. I wonder if pineapple was like this rare, delicacy? Delicacy, that's the word I'm going for. If pineapple was like a rare delicacy that like you could only eat tiny quantities of, I wonder if I'd love it just as much. Because I'd be like, ooh, it's pineapple. It's, this is a once in a year treat. Because, bananas and pineapples both used to be super rare and like sought after. In the same way that lobster right now, it's garbage. It just happens to be hard to find in decent quantities. Snowboarding's cool, but if you fall, it sucks. It's Heisenberg GB. I totally agree with that. Like, I feel like... also, wait, I go skiing sometimes. I've already almost needed surgery multiple times to go to Vale. Yeah, when I ski super, super cautiously. The one time I didn't, I, like, should have injured myself badly, and I was like, this is the danger side of things. Like, I guess it is an extreme sport in ways, in certain ways. And but after that, I realized, like, oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna start being careful about this stuff because did you know, doing anything that's super high speed is dangerous as it turns out. Also, first time catching live stream. Also, black pen or blue pen. Oh, this is a fun debate. It's a stupid debate, but you know what? This whole channel is stupid debates. I'm definitely partial to the black pen if I'm like if it's like stuff for me. But if I'm writing, actually no, if it's stuff for me, I think black pen's more professional, blue pen's more like quirky and fun. I don't know which side that puts me on, but yeah, I definitely like both pens some decent amount more than I probably should. And I definitely have like had that debate a lot of times because you know when you get those 4-color pens, you know you have to pick one of the colors to use all the time. Sure, you technically can use all 4 colors, but no sociopath is changing every single time they write something. So yeah, that's a whole thing. Also, to get tax, how would you improve the modern cow? Okay, step 1, you make it want to be eaten, right? Like right now, the way we slaughter cows is like a little sad, kind of a bummer, you know. How do you fix that? You make a cow that enjoys being eaten. You genetically modify the cow so that it like begs for death. Honestly, you know, I think the most humane things we could do is go into the what is it called, like an abattoir in the UK it's called an abattoir. I guess a slaughterhouse is probably the more international word. But we could just go into those and we should like before killing cows, because you know cows right now we kind of trick them. We just make them think like everything's gonna be fine. You just walk through the tunnel and then murder, death. We should make them like have terrible lives. They should fear for death the whole time, and then it should be like a pleasant relief when they finally die. Like, oh yes, please eat me, kill me, eat me, whatever you need to do. Just put me out of this pain. So yeah, I felt like if you design the cow, if we could skip that step entirely though, if we just design a cow that doesn't feel pain. Oh man, lava flow is faster than ever. Always forget that fact, despite mentioning it so often. Peter coming for Toy Cat. I mean, like, I feel like me and Peter have the same, or me and, not Peter, I guess. I guess no one has the same goals as Peter because of their insanity. But, like, it's pretty much the same goals, right? Like, minimize the harm done to cows. And you know what? If you have to... Oh, okay, so we've got 2 bits of glass we need to do here. Oh, no, even more. There we go. Just like that. We've done it. Now we go around here, do the same thing, because... It seems we've lost a lot of spots down here, but it's easy enough to fill them in like this, and now we have a really cool little glass structure showing up out of nowhere. Isn't this wonderful? So, that's called torture, Andrew. Yeah, exactly. I'm just, like... But, like, not torture for the sake of getting information or getting anything out of them. Just, like, slowly... You know, think about it this way, right? Like, What did I just walk into? There's meat that's growable, but it's $1,000 for a meatball. Yeah, but that's the sort of stuff that eventually will be, like the technology of meatless meat, or of like whatever you want to call it, like whatever you agree with it on. That sort of technology, it starts expensive, but then it gets cheaper. It used to at one point cost, you know, like thousands. Like until Henry Ford, a car was unaffordable for the average person, even the average fairly wealthy person. Until 15 years ago, it was unaffordable to fly for anyone besides the wealthy. And what's that? Or like, I guess I'd say like 20, 30, 40 years ago. But like, what's that now? Like you know, it's almost like there's a lot of planes that are basically buses now. We've, you know, in terms of the clientele that they have in certain ways, which is awesome. It means more people can access a thing. Pretty much every industry starts in like a high cost phase, and then eventually it turns into the much more, I guess the much different. You know, there's phases of any industry. It starts expensive per unit, and then it gets cheaper as it goes along. It's the same with Impossible Meat, it's the same with anything else like that. It starts costing $1,000 an ounce or whatever, and then it gets cheaper, you know, because that's how economies of scale work. Whole business thing. If you're selling to one customer, you have to charge thousands. If you're selling to 1,000 customers, you can charge significantly less. That is basic economics. Anyway, I'm 99% sure that's not torture, it's McDonald's. Also, hey, Vsauce here. Are cows capable of feeling suicidal? You gotta admit, it's pretty crazy that humans are one of the very few animals that, like, especially at our current rates, we've created the best society by measurements that humans would come up with, and yet at the same time, we kill ourselves at crazy rates. Like, the best society humans can design is the sort of society that leaves people to kill themselves.
Resorts and the Wii Fitness board, and how you could do skiing on it, bowling, tennis, baseball, and the sword hitting with the other Miis that had pads on them.
I never had a Wii or Wii Sports. I always thought like the Wii as a tool for fitness was such a cool idea. I don't know if I would have used it for it. Like, I feel like I'm definitely the sort of person who'd be like, oh yeah, Wii Fitness, what a great thing. But I always love the idea that like games can teach you skills or like be fitness, you know, helping pals or whatever else. I love the concept. I don't know how real it ever is or was, but I definitely like the idea. How about you try and mine the end pre 1.17? Are you predicting that 1.17 will be the will be an end update? I like that as an idea. Also, I went to a restaurant that said breakfast anytime, so I ordered French toast during the Renaissance. Hey, by the way, first of all, thank you so much, Wyatt Monkeys Now. I didn't spot, but that was a 1999 super chat. That is a crazy amount to give at 1 a.m. You know, what are you doing at 1 a.m. that involves all that sort of stuff? Also, love the Wii Sports swordplay. Again, like I felt like not having a Wii, because I wanted a Wii so bad. I thought it was like a revolution in gaming or whatever else. You know, that was originally was gonna be called the Nintendo Revolution. Fun fact. But yeah, I really love the. Oops, that was not what I wanted to do. I really loved the idea for Wii, but I just never got one. Like, I never had the... I was a child. Like, as a child, you don't have money. At least as me. I like the idea of giving children money to, like, make decisions with, but that was not how my life worked. So as a child, I didn't have, like, money to decide I want a Wii with, so I didn't have a Wii. I really wanted one, though, and so, like, all of these, like, this Wii Balance Board and this Wii Sports Train and whatever else... I always said to them, I'm like, oh, that sounds like fun. I wish I had that. It's like, I guess the most recent thing that, like, most people had. Like, it's the most sold console of its type, I think. But also didn't have one. So sad, Toy Cat. Sad Toy Cat noises. So yeah, we can't finish entirely up here, but we can get most of the way done. We'll just... Yep, we gotta make sure we don't let lava in. Which is really easy to make a mistake with when there's lava bits like this, but we'll try our best. Again, we've got to like place it on the side of blocks we can't physically see, and it's really easy to make a mistake when that's your when that's your level of logic. How about you try and mine the end? And also, thank you, Simpler. I didn't hear the memory music. I worry like I'm becoming immune to like the sounds on the stream. I might change them just to be like more aware. Because, again, it's a general goal that I try not to ignore people who, you know, go out of their way to show their appreciation and support, and then also the message. Some of those messages are dumb, but you know what? Most of them, someone has some reason to. Most of them is, you know, like if you have if you have like a financial barrier to something, people are usually more careful. Oh, Jesus, 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 Jesus. About the things they do with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and start some smelting, I think. I need some more glass. I don't know if I have any anywhere.
The spinning animation in Wii Bowling is also in the background when you get a strike, and the spinning animation for throwing it backwards was actually an accident?
Did you, again, I've only played Wii Bowling once. I don't know the animation you're talking about. This is adding to my point of like, again, thank you so much, Jules Central. First of all, hilarious name. Oh wait, no, Jules Central from New South Wales. See, I remember names and their stories because I've made fun of this name before. You know, I remember all the people I make fun of. Like I see Fiona
This is
Muknat
much
in the
more
chat.
satisfying than the buckets. Also, this is my first toy cat tax.
Also, you know, I will say like we're getting the satisfying moments more often, so I totally agree. This is more satisfying than the buckets. Like you're not alone on that one. Don't worry. Also, hey, welcome to the Toy Cat Tax Club, Mr. Pokey Hems. It's a bit of a weird name, Pokey Hems. I mean, whose hems are you poking and why? But or helms. You know, that's even more confusing. Whose helms are you poking? Helms aren't even a common thing. Oui, oui. Oui, oui. Ah, I see your French pencil containment. But yeah, like, it's funny. I feel like I remember the names of the people. You know, that's honestly, like, I think... I had this thing earlier today, because I had a friend. We've got, like, this shared story, me and this friend, that, like, I said I tell to a lot of people, and he's like, I haven't told that to as many people as I probably should, because it is funny. Like, it's we had a funny experience that's, like, so funny you can't, like... You know, a TV writer couldn't write it. Like, it's so dumb how this actually happened to real human beings in real life. And so, yeah, because of this... because of that, like, he was like, you know, I'm going to start telling that to people when I have one of those awful, tell me a fact about yourself moments. Because everyone has those, like, I don't know why this is, like, a mainstay of, like, getting people to know each other. I think it's the worst thing in the world, but it's like, everyone say a fact about yourself. It's like, no, that's a terrible idea. Also, I've been dealing with seasonal depression. I've been having a rough time at work. Your videos help me from sing too much. Thanks, says Emily Fellows. Again, the number of Emilys we have in this live stream, very suspicious. Emily Fellows. You know, not even trying with that last name right there. But no, I hope you... not even trying to make it sound believable. But I hope you're having a wonderful, or a better, Wednesday evening. And I hope my conversation about how, you know, your work... How, like, no one wants to have that awkward conversation about, like, oh, yeah. Also, tell us the story, says Brookie Uwu and Elizabeth. And, oh, another person there. The only thing in the story is it involves a thing that is not legal in all jurisdictions, and that I don't like promoting even in jurisdictions where it is legal. So I know it's one of those things where it's just like it's a dumb story. It's such a dumb story that like I find hilarious. Also, I don't even smoke. Hi, says Sal with the 420 super chat. I mean, you don't have to smoke to find the number 420 funny, am I right? Blaze it, ha ha ha. But no, more seriously, also, we need to just block these up right now. Just make this whole thing a little bit easier for ourselves. Yeah, we need to get more glass before we can properly deal with that. So for now, let's just make this simple. Let's have remove this block here. And now remove this block. And now we can remove this one. We're trying to actually pick up the blocks there. And then we can remove all of this little corner here. Because as best I can tell, up until there, we've finished all of this correctly. Yeah, we just need to try and get as many sand blocks back as we can. So that we can finish this without having to get more sand as well as more glass. It's just a matter of not doing too many different things. Anyway, I can confirm I'm not an Emily. Thank you, Daniel. I'm glad we got at least one thing. It's the devil's lettuce number. I love calling it the devil's lettuce, because, like, lettuce is such an innocent vegetable. Like, you know, the devil's, like, full stop is like, oh no, it's the worst thing, but it's like, it's a full stop. I mean, no matter how satanic you try to make lettuce, it's still gonna be lettuce, right? Also, Ryan Kitten says I'm always late, hour late to your stream. Yeah, this stream is gonna be probably just around about the hour mark, so that is something that I guess you should be glad you made for. Also, how are you going to drain the whole dang Nether with sand? I guess I should clarify it's like a small section of the Nether. As fun as it would be to
I
drain the
fished
entire
my
thing.
mega bacon I've been working on forever in my
My mega
Minecraft
bacon.
survival world today. Here's $10 to celebrate.
Okay, so first of all, thank you so much. I genuinely feel like one of the, I feel like not even one of the biggest accomplishment you can single-handedly have has to be a mega beacon. Like, I don't think it gets bigger or better than that, honestly. So first of all, congratulations so much on doing that. Second of all, you said mega bacon, and so I'm gonna interpret that as you wrote it, not as I know you meant it. So congratulations on finishing the mega bacon. I know bacon is a hard substance to come across in large quantities, and sometimes you don't just want a regular bacon, you want a mega bacon, or sometimes you go crazy and want a giga bacon, but that's just being unrealistic. So good job on it. Good job on the 1,000 bacons. Also, it's been a while since we've seen a super chat with a confusing set of words like that, but I guess we just saw another one. So that's a thing that did just happen. That is a set of circumstances I find myself in this very moment, I guess. Had any good lesbian pasta lately? It's your favorite food, isn't it? Lesbians probably make good pasta. I don't have any science to back up what I just said there. But I mean, like, it has to be true on some level. I mean, think about it. Lesbians. What is that? That's two women. And I don't think this is going to go any good places. So, anyway, I'm going to Terra Bacon. let's not be unrealistic for the Terra Bacon. Oh, so let me talk about something, Internet. I want to hear your thoughts on this, because I think it's like... It's a dumb example of, like... when you have to follow rigid rules that you don't fully believe in, and then trying to enforce rigid rules you don't believe in, leading to, like, weird stuff. So on my Discord server, I'm not very active on it, because, like, I'm not a social person, so I don't know why talking to 10,000 strangers is, like, I guess we do that on YouTube, but, like, talking with 10,000 strangers, you know? Sounds like the best thing. Also, other videos, wanted to let you know that you always bring happiness to me every single day. Keep doing what you do. Thank you very much, Oliver. I don't know why I'm reading Olivia. Thank you very much, Oliver Cashmore. Cashmore. Yeah, Cashmore. Like, you know what? What do you do when you've got financial problems? Well, clearly you need to cash more. But no, is this all I do with people? Do I just make fun of names? No, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for, for the stream chat. Streamlabs, they know what they're doing because they click the link down below. 2 women in 1 kitchen. How's he clearing this out? It's hurting my perfectionism. I feel like that's 80% of what we do here on YouTube, just hurt people's internal senses about how you probably are meant to do things and do it the entirely opposite way. You know, it's probably not what you're meant to do, but you better believe it's what we do here anyway. Because what you're meant to do and what you do, you're allowed to have them be 2 entirely different things. And that is one of the things that is just okay. No one can tell you otherwise. No one can tell you what you can and cannot do in Minecraft. That is the beauty of this wonderful block game I find myself playing today. Okay, so we can go all the way down to the base here. It's really satisfying seeing this, like a full beam of this. And we can't go all the way down there. We can only go to here and to there. If we remove any of these blocks, then we will lose a lot of the sand. And now we can use all of this sand we've kind of regained. If you're curious as why we're doing this in such a weird way, by the way, for real, person who asked, it's just because we have to get the sand back while still allowing ourselves to get out, while still avoiding the sand, still avoiding the lava seeping in and killing me that way. Which, of course, no one wants. Best pizza topping? Again, like, I really want to like vegetables on pizza. I feel like mushroom is, like, a contender for, like, solid pizza topping. But, like, man, the single best topping is always, like, a sliced sausage. Or maybe, like, a piece of pepperoni. I'm kind of torn between the two. They're basically the same thing, just, like, in different packaging. But yeah, either the sliced sausage or a pepperoni. But to me, they're basically the same thing, so it's hard to really properly differentiate between the two. You deserve a standing ovation for how much effort you put into this. Boom. I don't know what that was. But, like, I guess that was, like, meant to be a click, but I you know, usually I'd be like, oh, but you know what, today, for the high quality pun, you get a good clap on that one, Cat Gale. So yeah, you know that dumb game where you have to, like, say a fact about you that say a fact about yourself that you know, like, you think everyone would find interesting. I think that's such a dumb game because, like, no one thinks there are facts about themselves that are so interesting that they want to tell people but are not telling people. What do you think about the new Xbox One? And what do you think about this game, My Hero One's Justice 2 and Dragon Ball Z Fighter Z? I do not know either of those games. They could be made up. It could be some internet slang for a pedophile gang. There we go, it rhymes. For all I know. So, yeah, but as far as, like, those games, I'm sorry I don't know them. But I think the new Xbox has the potential to either be really cool or just kind of lame. I'm actually gonna... I don't know if they've made this announcement yet, but, like, I'm gonna be deciding whether or not to continue playing on console or whether to switch over to Windows 10 based on the next generation of Xbox. Because if the next gen Xbox just is, you know, it's not very good, if Minecraft doesn't run well on it and it's not a great overall console, then, like, you know, I always need to have a high-end PC anyway for the editing stuff. Why not? Okay, let's just... I don't know what I'm doing right here, but sure. If I need to have a high-end PC anyway, why not use it just to game as well and make Minecraft videos? Because, like, the fact that I have the most powerful console and it has a render distance lower than that of an iPhone X, lower than that of, like, my phone, a random Huawei device that I got sent by Huawei years ago, isn't that dumb? Like, I think it's dumb. Microsoft doesn't think it's dumb at all, because clearly they haven't fixed it. And yeah, it's just a great example of, like, right now, the console is not a market that Minecraft cares about. I think they missed a ball on that one. Missed the ball. How does that phrase go? I guess it would be missed the ball. Yeah, I think it's missed the ball. Chat, what is the phrase? If you search for servers, just look up IBX Toycat. IBX Toy Chat. Oh, you're talking about how to get on Discord, right? Yeah, it's discord.gg/Toycat as well. We got a nice little special link just for us. They'll take you right there if you need it. But yeah, I think that the game where you have to, not a game, it's like a social exercise where you tell people about yourself. I think that's such a, like, I don't know who designed that. Like, they must be the most extroverted, like, self-assured person in the world. Because again, I don't know who has, like, such a high self-confidence. They're like, oh, there's so many details about myself I'd love to tell people, but just haven't had the opportunity. I'm so glad, like, again, that's like a way to just tell people about some random stuff. I've never had a good time, like, the whole time. I don't know if this is just me. Missed the mark, dropped the ball. Yeah, it's dropped the ball. It's dropped the ball. Okay, you know, my bad. Anyway, so it should be missed the ball, because, like, I guess it depends on the sport. I guess in some sports you drop a ball, and that's bad. Anyway, so, whenever that happens to me, I spend the whole time, like, the circles going around. I'm just like, oh god, I'm gonna be in, like, 3 turns. What do I say? What do I say? What do I say? What do I say? And it's the worst thing in the world, because you know no one cares. But also, this is, like, the defining moment. This is the thing some people will know you as for the rest of their time, because you're not going to speak to everyone in your class. I had a girl, like, once I was in an IT class, so, like, very male-dominated field, and a girl came in, and she was like, I like plane explosions. And it's like, well, that's... now I know you as, like, what? How is that? I mean, like, I don't know if it was, like, playing on some stereotype because she was wearing a hijab or something. Like, it sounds like, again, a really offensive, racist sketch you'd make up, but no, that's just one of her hobbies. She watches plane crashes. Hello, Toycat. I hope you have a good morning. Has this project been very draining? Loving the puns today. Also, again, another Emma. I know this is, like, one of the Emmas that made me initially say there are too many Emmas, but, like, what is it with everyone's parents naming them Emma? Non-Emmas of the stream unite. Just saying. So okay, I agree. I hate saying random facts. I have anxiety. And again, like, I think, like, so what I like to do, because when I meet people who I can tell are, like, socially in their shell, like, my favorite tip that I think more people should just take up is tell us a fact that isn't interesting about yourself. Right now, internet. Right now, actually. So, circle, you know, like, I'd like to get to know some of you better. You know, some of you that are here every stream that I see your names, but I don't know much about you. Tell me a fact about yourself. No interesting facts. Don't, like, facts that are only uninteresting. It has to be an uninteresting fact or I'm not going to listen to it. Tell me right now in the chat. Let's go through some of your uninteresting stories. Also, I was going to buy fried rice, but Toycat tax. You can buy fried rice for $2 New Zealand dollars. I wanna live in that part of New Zealand, clearly. I hope things are going well over. I was gonna, yeah, I guess over yonder, or is that what people use for a particular country? I know. I hope things are well in the place that is your place and not is my place. Imagine being named Emma. This was made by the non-Emma gang. From buckets to sand, much better. Yeah, we can see how much faster it is already. Like, we're pretty much done. It shows a pretty key, important point about the efficiency of it. I know. Also, I like cookies. There you go. If that was your interesting fact, it would be lame. As your uninteresting fact, like, huh, okay, that's a thing about you. Fun fact, Emma, Emily, and her version's name were the most popular names in 2001 for American girl births. So what you're saying is there's too many 19-year-old women watching this Minecraft stream. I like egg sandwiches. I think eggs best places in the sandwich, like scrambled egg particularly. Throw some mayonnaise in there. One of the best, like in Japan, it's like a national treat. They do it amazingly. I don't have any glass anywhere. We literally have to go back just to get like a stack of it. It's gonna be a whole mess. But I guess we'll do it. Oh, no. Okay, could have killed me. Could have killed me. Glad it didn't. I have all my limbs. See, that's a pretty niche fact. Not everyone has all their limbs. I, for one, I ate pizza today. See, you live in the dream right there. I'd say that's almost interesting. Bro, just use water, SMH. I'm 23. See, 23 is right in that age, like, because again, I think this is what like pedophiles use just by stuff, but like age isn't just a number, right? But like it's the number that represents how many years you've been alive, and like your first 18 to 21 years, there's such a smooth, clear, easy progression.
I procrastinate is a fact. And quick question, how does grades work in school over in the UK? Like over in America, there's grades kindergarten through 12th grade, and you get your diploma.
Okay, so first of all, thank you very much, Christian Ring for the 9.99. Although also, thank you very much, Soft White Paws. Well, you know, we'll get to this after we go through the other one. So, because I want to talk about chicken noodle soup as much as the next person, which is your uninteresting fact of the day. Soft White Paws, appreciated. I think that might be mean. I don't think it's mean. It's not mean if it's true, am I right? I eat bananas with the peels. That's disgusting, G-Bay. You should be ashamed of yourself. And your family should be ashamed of you. But yeah, so basically, the way school works here is you have year 1 through year 11, which are mandatory. Year 12 and 13 used to be optional, but I think they're pretty much mandatory, or you go to some other form of school now. And then there is like college or university afterwards. University is close enough to American college, and college is close enough to community college, but there's less overlap. You can't like do one than the other, like you perhaps can. Also, I caught 2 streams in 2 days. Lucky me. Enjoying my evening with chicken noodle soup and toy cat. How's your morning? Question mark going. So it is, again, it's kind of a morning, but also kind of not, Soft White Paws. It's very confusing, but it's going pretty well, and I'm glad you're enjoying your chicken noodle soup. Or maybe I'm not. Maybe I think that's dumb. Also, I am related to the Uber director. The director of Uber, or a director who is very good. Also, if you're lactose intolerant and want to eat pizza, try cheeseless pizza. Oh yeah, this New Year's, I tried vegan pizza. And like, oh my god, it was one of the worst things. Oh Jesus! It was one of the worst things I did. Like, vegan cheese is so like, it's 50-50 between this tastes like someone is trying to poison me and this tastes like pretty much cheese. There's no in between. There's no like, oh yeah, this tastes like someone's trying to kill me, but also it's cheese. Today is my twins' 10th birthday. Happy birthday, Bradley and Savannah, and Twiggetex as well. See, the way I interpreted that, because I know, like, apostrophes probably make it...
Good evening, Toy Cat. Oh, geez, now I have to watch you while I work at bingo.
Okay,
Cat
work
with
at bingo.
Tears of joy, weary cat.
Work at bingo is a phrase you don't hear very often. I don't know if it's a phrase that really exists or not. But, by the way, I should have got more glass than 39. I put some in a furnace. I just didn't grab it out of there. Let's hope this doesn't come back and haunt me. So, first of all, thank you very much, Jess Slimmer, the slimmest of the Jesses, who is currently watching the stream as best we know. And Brandy Rust, the way I interpret that is like your twin's 10th birthday. Because if I was a twin, the way I would totally say it all the time is like, oh, it's my twin's birthday in a week. Like, it's such a subtle way to remind people like it's your birthday about being that person. Like, oh yeah, it's my twin's birthday in a week. We were considering going to, I don't know, what do twins do? Going to Disneyland, Fall Park. Fall Park? That's probably a place somewhere. The park that celebrates the number 4. A very celebrated fact in the rest of the world. I mean, 4 is the number that represents, 4 means death in a lot of Asian cultures, so just saying, death land. Also, people who like vegan cheese need to be systematically eliminated. The ghast could wreck everything. Yeah, I never considered that. Dad, the ghast isn't wrecking everything. Why don't you bring a furnace with you since you have so much sound of use, says Fiona Mukna. Whoa. Don't use facts and logic on this live stream. This is a safe space for doing things the wrong way. A vegan meatball is just a tiny egg roll. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. But yeah, so thank you very much, by the way, for all the interesting facts. Keep going with them, by the way. If you have an interesting fact about yourself, let me know about them. I'd love to hear just dumb, uninteresting stuff about you. Because you know what? Sometimes that's just a thing we all have. I have a memory of school. It's just a memory of school. Is that, you remember school? Is that your uninteresting fact?
I'm a 48-year-old woman who watches toy cat videos. You have a larger demographic than you think.
You know, I used to think that my entire demographic was like 15 to 30. A really niche range, because I would say my content evolves as I age. Like, when I was 17 making YouTube videos, I was targeting, like, myself, like, the teenage demographic. When I was, like, in my earliest 20s,
I'm a charitable gambling manager and I work at bingo some Wednesday nights.
Charitable gambling. That is a oxymoron if I've ever heard one. What it is it's shameless stealing. Yeah, that's my high-quality social commentary right there. But no, the demographic thing, like I used to think that like my demographic was just me and a few ages around it, because I make videos that I would want to watch, and therefore I assume the sorts of people who want to watch my videos are like me in some way. But I actually met at Mind something, whatever it's called. All right, I'm gonna go get lunch. Also, Toy Cat tax. Thank you, Jules Central. Do love a good bit of non-delinquency on the Toy Cat tax. I have a legitimately interesting fact about myself. I believe in reincarnation. Oh, thank you, Green Waffy Private. I think reincarnation is the best system of belief that everyone should believe in, but it's not what I do believe in. So yeah, I want to just go back and just say like I see YouTube numbers and it shows that there's a lot of people in the 50+ demographic that watch my videos, and then I assume like some of those are like people on the wrong accounts, people who report their age wrong. But I know that a lot of people from a huge selection of backgrounds watch my videos. It can be overwhelming when you look at these streams to see that like, oh yeah, it's mostly like college-aged women. You can look at my videos and say like, it's, you know, teenage to young adultish men. You can look at the geography videos and say like, it's men in their late 20s. Like, when you see the comments, there's like an overwhelming majority for one type of thing. But the truth is, it's the internet. There's no like ID. You know, you don't have like groups and like limitations on who can go where, which I love because it means that you can choose to watch. Oh Jesus, what you want to? Oh God, what you want to watch, and that's a wonderful thing. I have less than 3 months until my blue cat logo, and that's kind of the only thing keeping me going at the moment. Says Chife. I hope that's not your fun fact. Also, I have a weird fact. Thank you very much, Kaitusha, for the Toy Cat tax. And I have a weird fact. I have peed every color of the rainbow. Pain pills or bladder issues have different dyes. Now, that's a thing you know. See, I would love to have rainbow pee. I know you mean, like, at different times. I want rainbow pee anyway, damn it. It sounds like a lot of fun. But, yeah, no, I once met a, So I went to a convention that was basically organized as a way to get, like, money from children. But to be simple about this, like, you know, like, the idea was, like, have a convention so you can say, hey, show up to this convention, and then your kid will be happy because they can finally meet, you know, insert big YouTuber here, whichever one they're trying to promote that time. And so I went to this one, and a lady showed up, and she was with like a really young son, and like I'd been, you know, signing a bunch of stuff. People who had no clue what the channel was. They're just like, you're a Minecraft YouTuber. I want to be like you. Like I waited in line. I might as well get a picture with you. And it's like, you know, sure, that's confusing, but why not? And there was this like some maybe like 50 or 60-year-old mother that was like, oh yeah, I had to drag my son here. Like she came to the thing just for me. She was like, wow, you're in the Minnesota area. This is a once in a whatever opportunity. So she dragged her like, you know, stereotypical like, you know, 8-year-old son or whatever to a Minecraft convention, so she could like meet me and talk for a bit. And those are the conversations that like stick with me. It was like, you always picture. No one can picture a million. No one can picture the large numbers that are the subscriber or view numbers or like numbers or, you know, on the stream, 490 people have liked the video and 1,460 of you are watching. I'm just removing sand at 1 a.m. from my Nether. Oh, it's 2 a.m. now. Happy 2 a.m. everyone. And yeah, because of that, it's you know, like basically what I'm trying to say right here is that it's impossible to imagine that number, let alone imagine the diversity that comes within that number, you know? Like, to have 1,000 different people, the difference some of those 1,000 people are going to have from some of those other 1,000 people, it's pretty extreme, honestly. It's pretty extreme. Okay, let's do the exact same thing here and there. Okay, we got 3 bits we need to do now. And then we need to do over there too. But does it go a block lower as well? Yes, it does. So we need to go over here, but first we go... This is a surprisingly tricky task. Like, we've now, in case you're curious, we've now officially drained all of the lava. There is not a single bit of lava left, except the bits that come in and hurt me in just the worst ways. But now we have to go around and finish off stuff like that. We have to stop the lava flowing in, because we couldn't get proper... Again, placing glass inside of lava, it's a challenge. Who would have figured it? I wouldn't have figured it. But it's true. It's true. So remove a few blocks over here. Remove some blocks over... You know, let's just do both of these at the same time, sure. Okay, blocks there. Don't know how that... I don't... don't know how I messed up both of those, but I'm proud of myself anyway. And, yeah,
I hope this works.
Oh, it didn't work! Okay, thank God there isn't just a lot of crying cat emoji. Remember that person who got... I don't know which emoji it was, but, like, it was, like, flag emoji, flag emoji, flag emoji, flag emoji. And, like, I basically died. I thought it'd be a repeat of that, but apparently the stream voice doesn't have something for crying YouTube cat, which is sad. Very sad, if you ask me. Who are the mods anyway? I know Kyla, but who else? It varies depending on the stream. We've got a lot of mods, but like they're on at different times. By the way, good to see you, Kyla. Didn't spot you till just now. Hope you are doing good today. I went to a Japanese diner for this. I've been like trying to I've been like missing Japan for a really long time. Every time I find something like this though, I'm like, oh yeah, it's exactly how it'd be in Japan. What's happening here? Do you see this? Chat, do you know what's breaking my sand? Is it magma? It's glass. Oh wow. There's an interesting fact. Did you know sand can't land on glass? I didn't. Maybe I should have known. You know, these are the things you learn when you play Minecraft and do silly things every now and then. So you know what? Live and learn. Am I right? Remove this block now and then very quickly place there. We are getting this done, internet. We are getting this done. We still don't have enough glass, which pains me to say and to admit. But yeah, the show must go on. So we will let it. Okay, can we? Oh yeah, that's perfect. If you can find just the right angle, you can get more than one block done at once. So get Tux. Thank you very much, VDub, for the $2 US. Ghost block. Why don't you use torches? Says Hope Velocity. Torches are like, again, it depends on like the height of it. This amount of sand makes more sense to use torches for. But 2 blocks, we remove one of our fist and do that. It's like, it's not significantly more efficient, you know? At least in my opinion. Like I know I did it with my desert floor the way. But like there's a certain size where it makes sense and there's a certain size where it doesn't. And I think 3 is right on the borderline where it's just more fun to use a shovel. Tell me if you disagree, Internet, because we're gonna end up. See, like 4, that's like faster with a torch, or at least to me, more efficient than wasting a whole shovel
Just
durability.
interested to see if your text-to-speech thing has a filter, love.
Wait. It said. Wait, did you hear that? Okay, so first of all, thank you so much, Moo. It said, did it say love instead of that word? I'm gonna put it on screen again. Is it the same word every time, do you think? I'm so curious. Have we found something? What's the last day I can file my Toycat tax returns, says Bob Ross. The wonderful thing about Toycat tax returns is they're fileable whenever you feel like you want to. If you feel like the Toycat government has not been kind to you this year, you don't file your Toycat tax returns, and we don't come after you for them. If you feel like, you know, like March is the month that's helped out a lot because it's seasonal depression or whatever. I guess January is seasonal depression month, isn't it? Then that's what you do there. Man, February's basically over. I'm always scared by, like, seeing the days and months just, like, shift over to one another. It's like, ooh, life passes you by, eh? Life passes you by. Oh, what I was saying earlier was, like, you know, we kind of, like, everyone between, like, 1 and 21, your age is, like, clearly defined by society because you're growing as a person, and we have it, like, pretty well laid out there. But then after that, everyone kind of has their own opinion on how it works. Like, oh yeah, so there's your 20s, your 30s, your 40s is one way of thinking about things. But then there's your mid-20s, your early 20s, and your late 20s. Then there's like, oh yeah, your, you know, so therefore like, where do those boundaries begin and end? And the answer is like, they kind of don't. After you turn 18, 21, 17, somewhere in that ballpark. Ooh, that wasn't good. Things kind of just like stay. It's a very weird situation. The lava and glass hurts my eyes. Are you saying this isn't beautiful? Because I disagree with your evaluation, if so. I disagree with it, I say. So, yeah, let's just shovel it away. Try and get as many of these 4 stacks done with torches as we can. And then we'll... See, on Bedrock, it's so much harder as well. Like, the timing has to be more precise, which I can't say I'm a fan of. Okay, so I have to do this next one really quickly. But I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna get hurt, Internet. Oh, there's nothing behind there anyway. It's over here where there's a problem. Okay, look at this speed, Internet. Oh god. Oh no! Okay, so that was a great mistake. And I learned another lesson. You know, these streams are beautiful. You see nothing but unadulterated Toycat mistakes. And if that's not what you're here for, I don't know what is. Whew. Your birthday becomes less fun the older you get. Yeah, I personally think that too. That your birthday becomes like an exercise in like you, rather than like in the world at large. And that's a weird thing to explain and define, but like, I really think it is that way. Like, your birthday isn't something you look forward to. It's something that you like. It's like an obligation you have to deal with. I wish you could defer birthdays and be like, okay, between the years of 25 and 30, I'm going to have 5 birthdays. I'll use up 2 next year, and then I'll save like 3 until I'm 28 or something. You know, and then have like a bender weekend of just 3 birthdays. Like, I wish birthdays worked that way, but no, birthdays are a day on the calendar. Bro, you can use a flying machine. Not if you don't believe in flying machines, you can't. Checkmate, friend. So yeah, now we can remove this bit of glass that is unnecessary. We probably have a few more blocks around here, but it's great. Does it change, and assuming when I have enough to do text-to-speech? I really do want to know, actually, like, okay, anyone who wants to know this as well, I'll admit, this is, also works as a ploy for donations, because you know what, you have to give me at least $9.99 to test this. But if anyone is you know, feeling both generous and scientific today, I want to know if you say a lot of bad words and see how the bot deals with it. Because I want to know if it uses the same, like, cover-up for all of them, or if, like, you know, like, is anus always love? Which is an interesting opinion for a robot to have. But, like, is that how that works, or is it different for every swear word every time? Gotta invest in birthday insurance. I mean, you know, you say that sarcastically, but I totally believe it. Imagine if you were born on February 29th. Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing that every year, like, every leap year comes up. Technically speaking, your birthday is once every 4 years. But obviously, the way people just treat it is your birthday is March 1st or February 28th. Like, it's a pretty... Honestly, to me, it makes sense. Like, oh, yeah. If you were born on February 29th, you were born on the... What would that be? The 60th day on the year? So you celebrate your birthday on the 60th day of the year every year. But then that raises the question. If you're born in a leap year, which I wasn't, but let's pretend I was born in 1996. I would be born on, you know, let's just say it's the 183rd day of the year. Oh.
Kitten.
It's the same swear word every time. We learned a fun fact today. Thank you, Keenan. Thank you, Keenan Curry. The hero we all need. The hero we all need. I'm not sure love was a cover-up. I imagine the sensitive thing was just
Gingerly, unicorn, puppy, rainbows, shit, stupid.
Okay, first of all, you know, I love where you clearly live in Texas if stupid is a swear word. Cat Gale. Man, Cat Gale, I'm gonna come up with a unique name to mock your name, by the way. But second of all, I want to say that was beautiful. That is something.
Shit, rainbows, love rainbows, gingerly. Here we go.
Gingerly, wait. Okay, so we all know love is. We're slowly learning the whole thing, but like, why does ass or ass? I guess it's ass because it's not spelled the British way. Why does ass become gingerly? I have a lot of questions about that, but I guess we'll never know the answer. So thank you so much, Mr. Memes, for seeing Santa Claus kissing under the mistletoe last night. I appreciate all the Streamlabs tests. That was the most fun way to test it, I feel like. I was shocked by each of them. It was very fun. We tested the scientific method in the most fun way possible.
Nipple puppy, butthole puppy, shit nipples, anuses,
Wait.
science.
So first of all, nipple is okay and shit is okay, but what? Why? How is anus not okay? But you know, okay, you know, I'm not. I don't have the same values as the bot that reads out the donations. That's fine. That's perfectly normal. I just don't know. You know, I'm just. Like, how and why, you know? What is the... Also, Big Bane way to get donations secretly? That's my cover-up. I come up with silly tests I mean, that's no secret, right? Like, I did the stream where it was literally... This stream lasts as long as people decide to keep giving me money. I think, as long as you're transparent about, like, hey, this is I think as long as you admit when you make money, it's fine to do it in stupid ways. Like, if I try to be like, oh no, this money is going, this you know, ignore the fact that the money goes to me. Just do it anyway, everyone. I think I could probably convince a lot of people to give money if I mentioned nothing about it going to me and just said, hey, did you know if you give money via super chat? Oh no, if you give money in the link down below, it shows up on screen, and you can take a screenshot about my face and your words and your name, and it will be genuine. You want to see my reaction to your username? Wow, you can do it. I feel like you could probably make more money emphasizing that it's not a money-making thing. But to me, I'm always clear, like, hey, yep, that's how these streams get funded.
Shit, bunnies, joyful bollocks, bunnies, titty.
Wait, so bollocks is another one, and... How is it deciding which words? Like, how does... You know, again, I feel like of all the words on that list, titty is like... It's not offensive, but it feels like it's close to that. But, like, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. The streams continues as long as people continue giving me money. Well, that answers the question of chill potato or communist potato. You know, honestly, one of the things I never do is that sort of logic of like, oh yeah, the stream just goes on until something money, because the model of the stream is based on pay you what you want when you want if you feel like it's deserving of your money, right? Because the model's so liberal about that, the quality of what I do in the match of it aren't direct one-to-one. Also, thank you very much, Not a Boomer and Randomizer. Gay if lesbians like coffee, then what bi like? I guess a lot?
I
Wait.
tried, but I got a message not sent. Edit and try again. Error. Goddamn censorship.
Oh, so YouTube. So just to clarify, on YouTube, so the reason everyone had to use Streamlabs, I believe, is because on YouTube, it literally doesn't it doesn't let you, like, YouTube has a comment filtering system that won't let you say certain things. Even me right now, actually, I'm gonna try right now. Hi, bollocks, anus. Oh, okay, I can say that. Let's remove my own message. Oops. So it was meant to remove. Okay, you know, we tried. I retracted my message. So hello everyone on the internet. Since my maiden name is Gayness, imagine growing up with that. Rust is a much better last name. I mean, right? Uninteresting facts. See, again, that's the sort of fact. Like, if you said it was the most interesting thing about you, I'd be like, I hate to break this to you, but that's, you know, everyone has to have a last name. Sorry that yours was that, but I don't know if interesting is the word for it. But if we phrase it like that, it's like, yeah, actually, sure, why not? So yeah, what we're gonna do real quick is we're gonna grab a furnace from somewhere in my world. I don't want to go all the way back to my thing, so what I'll do instead is I'll just find 8 bits of cobblestone somewhere. Where do I find 8 bits of cobblestone? No, we're gonna have to fly all the way, aren't we? Or I could, like, mine some... I'll find cobblestone this way. You know... No, that's a dumb idea. Let's not. Hello, I'm ABX Toy Fish, and today I'm playing Fishcraft, says Le Fishing. If you replace every third word in a Toy Cat video with fish, what does it become? What a great idea.
Oh geez, this is not what I expected from this stream. Shit.
Wait, what?
Grimacing face, flushed face.
I am disappointed by the swearing. But yeah, no, I have 2 first names, says Lisa C. Honestly, I feel like, so like, okay, so leaving besides gayness, which is obviously just like meant to make fun of, and slimmer, which is like the opposite of that. Like, to make fun of slimmer, you literally have to like say, oh yeah, you're the thing that society deems attractive, you know, logically so, but like still, you're the thing society decides is attractive. Wow, what a terrible thing that must be for you. Or like, even Elizabeth Shug, at least it's like, oh yeah, it's pronounced tiddy, you uncultured swine. What are you doing pronouncing the T's? My bad. But a terribly fishy idea, says Guy Dwyer. Nice. Swore is bad. Swearing is bad. You just passed cobblestone Toy Cat. If you don't finish with glass, we won't have closure. Yeah, I'm gonna place the last of the glass there, just to get those last blocks placed. It's gonna be great. You just passed cobblestone Toy Cat. I'm not gonna make a furnace over there, although it would have saved me so much by now. Like, I've underestimated how much glass I've needed so many times. So we're just gonna take this whole stack. It's not a whole stack yet. We're gonna stare and we're gonna finish a thing. Actually, you know what we'll do? It's okay, you pass cobble. I know apparently there's cobblestone whenever. Oh, I know the cobblestone you're talking about. It's not enough bits to make a furnace though. Not enough to make a furnace. Oh, internet. I have a really dumb question right here. Also, who said the N-word? Oh, the nipple word, right. Also, if lesbians like coffee, what do you buy people like? Half
The N-word, wow, YouTube, let that through.
Did it really now, though? Did it really now, though? So, we'll slap 32 in there as well. I'm trying to think, like, if lesbians like coffee, I guess bisexual people like everything. Too indecisive, am I right? Hashtag memes. So, Cat, Satan here. Please stop draining my people's drinking water. We're all dying of dehydration. Oh, God help. You know what, Satan? Big fan of your work, Satan. I don't. You know, again, I've always thought, like, if hell's real, all the interesting people are there, right? I'm just saying. You know, like, if we had to make that, we had to decide for sure where all the interesting people are at. It's gonna be hell. Half tea, half coffee mixed. So, I'm not a big coffee guy, so tell me if this actually sounds terrible. But I feel like that is a drink that should exist already. When people say coffee or tea, There should be the indecisive both actually option. I'm not sure why it doesn't exist. Like, with pretty much any other thing you can ask for both. Like 2 drinks that you can ask, like 2 drinks you get on a plane sometimes if they're like handing out drinks. It's like water or orange juice, or if we're feeling fancy, some champagne. What do you get if you combine those things? Ignoring the water, I guess maybe some ice cubes. You get a drink that's tasty. Like, people just combining the options they have. Like, do you want sugar or milk? Yes. Do you know, like, are you, what are you attracted to? Yes. You know, the option of going right down the middle and having a little bit of everything, it's a thing people go for. Also, I'm a Starbucks barista, and I can confirm lesbians like coffees, bisexual like latte, and gay men like iced coffee. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I can believe that is true, honestly. I can believe that. Bring that cat into the Nether. You know what? No. It's a cute cat. So, my sister's classmates with a German meme. Oh, wait, right now, actually, before we go, one of my favorite things to do. So thank you, Sarah Burke. I love the Starbucks perspective. On everything, really. Why didn't you used to not show your face in videos? Because it seems like I remember.
You used to not show your face in videos? Cause it seems like I remember when you did like a face reveal. And were you nervous about showing your face?
First of all, your username is Tinder for you. Try it, so that's fun. Yeah, no, I don't show my face in most of my videos still. I don't think my face is a selling point, right? I think you have to be some amount of arrogant to think that your face adds to a video rather than removes it. Maybe this is just... Maybe people feel self-confident. They're like, yeah... People won't like me for the Minecraft facts, but what they'll love is they'll love this... You know, this awesome... Also, look at this right here. Oh, that's good, that's good. What they'll love is this awesome, you know, looking host on the camera. I don't know how, like, arrogant you'd have to be to think that, but, like, I've never had such a... Like, I mean... That's not my opinion of myself, and I can't... I don't know if I can relate with anyone who has such a high opinion of themselves. But, yeah, one of the things I do try to do is on live streams. It's kind of just like a format where facecam helps. And I use facecam on my second channel because it's just something no one does. And I like it as a tool of differentiation. Like, a lot of random people saying lag, by the way. Huh. Wonder what the reasoning behind that is. I am still here, internet. Don't you worry. Interesting. So YouTube had a bug there because it's not on my end. Which is interesting. It's been forever since we saw that. But, like, yeah, I don't understand the people who think that, like, their face is so amazing that it's going to add so much to the video. Because I definitely don't feel anything close to that way. But I like it on my second channels only because of the fact that it's, like, almost like a unique selling point, you know? Like, ooh. It's like a presentation or something. But... Yeah, I think for the most part, almost every... a lot of videos just have facecam because it's a way to, like, build the person's brand. Like, oh, look how funny and hilarious I am. And then but it leads to, like, this huge thing where, like, so many YouTubers have a huge ego problem. Because people do like their faces, recognize their faces, etc, etc. But yeah, I don't want my face to be widely known. I don't mind it for streams. Like, okay, sure. You can see my face if you really have to. But I'm not a big thing on it. Thank you, Deep Root, for becoming a member. It doesn't show on my YouTube thing, but I really do appreciate it. Yeah, the membership thing has, like, really grown all of a sudden. And I don't know if that's, like, something to do with, like, the fact that we've been streaming more. Or if it's, like, people just, you know, being on YouTube more and, like, maybe YouTube's pushing it more or something like that. If you become a member recently, type in the chat. Let me know what made you choose to become a member. I'd love to hear your things. The buffering circle of despair. In the US, fruity flavored iced tea is a thing. Is that a thing in your part of the world? I do like, I think the brand you're talking about is Snapple, right? I do like Snapple a surprising amount, actually. It's not a big thing over here. Like, iced tea is generally just iced tea. Again, crazy concept. Imagine if iced tea was iced tea. But that's how it is here, for the most part. In some parts of Europe, iced tea is sparkling, and it's my favorite, like, it's my favorite thing that most people like hate, but I'm like very big on the hype train for. Sparkling iced tea is so good, and if you've never tried it, then boy, you have to. Okay, let's just get rid of all of that, and then let's try and stack up from where I assume the block should be. Did we do it? I think we did it. So I like your face, so because of that, I'm gonna donate $100. I'm glad you like my face. I'm always like skeptical of the idea of like because it's one of those things like if you tell people about your plans, it's a good way of staying committed to them. But there are certain plans if you tell people about, it's just a way of getting the good feeling of having done it without doing it. If it's a plan that requires like work or resources, whatever else, if you tell people, like there's this phase where like if you tell people too much about a thing, you get all the good feelings from having done the thing before you do it, and then what's the point in doing the thing? And that's how I feel like a lot of people like. Some people are just like, oh yeah, I'm totally gonna do a thing, you know, give $1 million. I'm gonna tip you $1 million one day, Toy Cat. Like, yeah, sure you will. But for some people, it's more like, just again, like once you have the good feeling, the moment's gone. It's like, oh yeah, let me not finish up with that. It's the same thing with like to make a dumb comparison here. People who like commit really hard to like a relationship with someone they just met because they feel it so much in the moment, but then 10 minutes later they're like, oh yeah, this was dumb. I see why this isn't a. Actually, I have a silly story about a guy. I have not. It's been years since I've spoken to him. He's like in a mental facility now. But yeah, so I know this guy who he like fell in love with a lady of questionable. You know, let's just say a lady of means. You know, wait. There's a 2020 term for it. That's okay. A sex worker. So he fell in love with one, and he was like in the moment, like, yeah, this is my forever partner. And then in the morning, he's like, oh yeah, I felt like I wanted to, but that was very stupid. And like being able to separate the temporary emotion of like, oh yeah, I want to do this thing right now from, oh yeah, that's not a good long-term strategy. It's interestingly hard to do. Do you ever just design a A380 Airbus electric universal passenger plane? I can't say I do. So, I've got a really good plan here, by the way. So to get myself out of this, but then without leaving sand there, I've got myself a strategy. So, my strategy, internet. First of all, we're going to remove the glass. No longer needed. My question is...
The question is, does the bot pronounce non-Latin characters? Cover your ears, little ones. Bitch. I hope my research has fared well.
Okay, so first of all, thank you for warning all of the many little ones on this stream. As we know, huge quantity of those right here. Second of all, apparently you've beaten the bot. You've beaten the bot. That is something, you know, didn't expect to happen so fast. But here we are regardless. So look at this. The lava removes the torch, which then makes the sand go away. Oh wait, that's not what we want. Okay, whatever. Let's do this. Glass. Is that done? Okay, chat. I think we've done it. So I'm gonna remove these because it's kind of ugly, honestly. Just like, we can have it like go up over there. Honestly, I kind of want to remove the netherrack and put glass there, but we just won't do it. Growing up, were you always into videotaping and stuff like that? Have you thought about vlogging, or do you think it's too weird? So growing up, I wasn't into like the idea. Like I liked being on camera at like a really young age. And when I was like 10, I hosted like a pretend radio show, I guess. But for the most part, like the concept of fame isn't something that appeals to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird, maybe I'm not. But something that has. Okay, here's my plan, internet. I'm gonna place glass right here. And then on top of that glass we have a torch. Then on top of that we have sand. Okay. So we stack ourselves up using sand. There's glass above me, I think. We stack ourselves up using sand. Because there's this dilemma we're going to have in this world, right? The dilemma is, once we remove all of this glass, we're not going to be able to get ourselves back up. Oh, okay, well, there goes my genius. Let's just now remove the torch. As you can see, all the sand comes back to us. So yeah, the dilemma in this world is that of how do we get up there without flying? And this, I don't know if this helps anyone ever, but it's like a way to make a one-way staircase upwards. We place a bunch of sand, and then we remove the last of these blocks, just like that. Didn't pick it up, very sad. All of this glass as well. Yep. Actually, I think I want to have like a bit of glass in the center. Just for the fun of like having something to immortalize that there was something there. Oh, Jesus. Okay, remove a bunch of glass. It's actually probably worth picking up this glass from down there, so let's go. And now, so we've got this problem where if every time we get out, we're gonna have to stack ourselves up. We could fly out of there, sure, but you know what's more fun than flying? This little strategy right here. We use a few triggers together, so we have a glass with a torch on it. Then on top of that torch goes some sand. Then I stack myself up, and then I can remove a single bit of glass up here, which I can then immediately replace. Just like this. But then when that lava gets down there, it's going to flow out, immediately destroying that torch over there. Hey, and now it's gone. Tell me that wasn't satisfying, Internet. Tell me that wasn't satisfying. Because I enjoyed that a lot. So that guy's in the mental asylum now, and that girl was a sex worker. Yeah, again, the language is always tricky, but
you are the funny, yes? The big funny, yes? Funny? Yes? Indeed, you are toy funny cat man. Toy cat indeed is yes funny.
You know, sometimes super chats are beautiful, sometimes they're everything you need, and sometimes they're that. But that was great. That was fun. I've now, after I pick all my stuff back. Oh, I need to put some of these lava buckets away in some of these things. I've now got myself. Okay, let's just put the lava buckets in here, just to be simple. Although, no, wait, we'll take some of these back with us. I've now, as of this, finished my little project right here. I've drained a little hole in the lava. The purpose behind this, in case you're curious, because it does seem really silly, like, why did you drain a hole in your Nether? A hole that doesn't seem like it makes a bunch of sense. And it's because it's going to be a bigger part of something else that I'm going to be working on. Again, it's hard to really explain in too much depth or detail, but I'm working on a frozen part of my Nether. And a big part of that is going to involve this area. And so that's the thing I'm going to do. Thank you so much for becoming a member, Recluse. Oh, I feel like... Okay, first of all, welcome to Support Cat, best type of cat. Second of all, I didn't read all of the reasons people became members, so we should do that before we go. Do it as I go, and I can read it while I'm leaving the stream. But am I active from Reddit? I'm, like, semi-active there. It's like a good social media, but it has its flaws like all the other ones. Right now, every single subreddit is like something related to politics, and it's like, I don't want to hear your take on politics. Please stop. Like, that's... I know, it's just that dumb thing of like, everyone thinks that politics is the most important thing in the world leading up to an election, and therefore it's worth trying to, you know, force it down people even when they don't want to hear it on Reddit, in places where they're specifically not looking for it. And so yeah, that's probably with Reddit in election cycles, I'd say. But yeah, anyway, real quick, this is what the project looks like right now. Do you like it, Internet? I like it a lot. Purely for clout. I like this a lot. I feel like even without having done anything else, there's a beauty to seeing this, right? It's a beauty where you can't see the lava as beautifully as I'd like to. Maybe from here you can. Yeah, this, like, it's something I really, really like. I feel like the end result probably wasn't worth 4-ish hours, although we could have done it in like an hour if we just did it faster. It wasn't worth the time we put in, but it was a fun little project. It was a fun little time hanging out in the Nether. I hope you all enjoyed today's live stream. If you want to see more survival project streams, we do these sometimes. That's a good live stream schedule. Like, you know, when's the next stream happening? Soon. But the next stream that isn't a survival project is happening tomorrow. We're going to be doing something to do with speedrun in Minecraft or challenge Minecraft run. Again, It's going to be decided tomorrow because, you know what, it's 2:30 a.m. I don't have time to decide things. What I do have time for, though, is all of you coming along and thankfully watching today's video. I hope you all enjoyed your time here. If you did, give it a thumbs up, or don't, or go sideways. I'm not the boss of you. This was meant to be a short stream, but it was an hour and 20 minutes anyway. So, you know, I guess we just physically can't do short anymore. Actually, a small bonus for those of you watching right now. You see this gravel right here? You see how it's floating? I'm not going to remove it. I'm going to save it for the ice video, because it's a really big video I'm working on. If you want to see why all of this has a sense, that's going to be a thing. Also, my Let's Play, I'm going to be working around that soon. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'll see you there. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye. It's weird how when I look directly at it, it's normal. But when I look at it from reverse, in third person, it's white. You see the difference there? Normal, clear, white. Anyway, goodbye. Oh, and also thank you, Pytarka. Tell me why you became a member in the chat, and also goodbye. Whew. It's a good day for me. Got some Japanese, had a fun stream, and now I get to put on my pretend sleep glasses and have a nap on my chair until tomorrow at 8 PM, which is when I'm next streaming. Haha! I thought this was an outro. It's really a promotion. Okay, no, for real. Goodbye.